Welcome to 5 minutes midday, where I talk 5 minutes midday. I'm preparing a workshop for a company using improv skills. How can we collaborate better? How can we overcome mistakes, take better risks, stand behind our decisions? And as I'm working through the improv mindset, I'm seeing how important it is to take a step and celebrate mistakes. We are judging ourselves so much for the mistakes that we make, I included, but mistakes only happen because we dared to do something new in the first place. If we don't want any mistakes, we will never try something new. And what kind of life it will be if it will be the same every day? So mistakes are fantastic, first of all. That acknowledges our courage, our creativity. The second thing is that we learn through mistakes because we tried something, there is a feedback. Now I know something doesn't work, and I might also know something does work. So not everything was bad in this mistake, and I do something new. Mistakes are good. We can celebrate mistakes. What we do in BeCoach Academy as a ritual is whenever there's a mistake being done by a practicing coach, we invite them to say, "How fascinating!" with the arms up. This is not original idea of us. That came from Benjamin Zander, who is a conductor and who has co-authored a book, The Art of Possibility. The Art of Possibility. I know him from there, but I also follow him and his creations. And he has a YouTube video where he coaches a musician, and he recognizes the musician makes a mistake. He pauses him and he says, "Did you recognize what you did? You close your body. Instead, I want you to open your body, because when we are closed, then it will be more difficult for us to give ourselves fully, to learn something new, because we are in a defensive mode. So to counteract this, we are purposefully opening up when we make mistakes." And he suggests what we do, raise hands up and say, "How fascinating." We celebrate mistakes. So I invite you to celebrate mistakes too. Actually, count the mistakes you make. The more mistakes you make means that you are moving forward, you are taking action. And when there are mistakes, celebrate them, because you are celebrating your courage, you are keeping your energy active, and you are staying open. Control and fear was another topic. I watched a wonderful video of Emmy's Existential Zone. So Emmy van Deurzen is an existentialist psychoanalyst. In the video, she was talking about an approach Viktor Frankl was inviting the clients to do when they had OCD. What is the opening of OCD? Let me check. OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder. And so people who have this OCD asked her how to manage that, how to cope with that. And she was quoting Viktor Frankl saying, well, basically this is your response to the uncertainty of the world. To feel safe, you want to control. So you do this through your routines, through the fixed steps that you have created for yourselves. But actually you can never control. Everything is uncertain. There is no way to know, to control, to stabilize the uncertain. So what Viktor Frankl was making the clients do was he was asking them to really imagine the worst case scenario happening. Really go there and be with that. And once the clients do this, they recognize that they can be with that. It might suck, but they can still be with that. So we have this huge potential to deal with all the difficulties, with many difficulties, maybe not all, but because we don't want to have them, we want to control them, we are creating certain boundaries in our lives to limit. And this actually is limiting the life out as well. Let's see that fear. Let's make this fear bigger. Let's live through this fear and see what comes on the outside of it. I have full trust that we are capable of dealing with that. We don't have to create scenarios, which we do, to again control the outcome, because if I create a scenario, I will be prepared for it, which is not true, because I am in this moment making myself unable to cope with this moment when I'm thinking about the possible moment in the future. So if I notice that I have fear, then I can follow that fear. I can see where I'm arriving at, and then I can come to this moment.